Hey, it's CVV, Chris Van Vliet, and you have to check out the fastest rising podcast in all of professional wrestling. I'm talking about the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. If you're looking for pay-per-view predictions, if you're looking for pay-per-view reviews, if you're looking for interviews, check out the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. Crash and Burn!
Ooh. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Crash and Burn podcast. Tonight we're doing the 29th annual Mania. It took place at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey with an attendance of 80,000 people. So let's bring everybody in. Wyatt, come on in.
Yeah. Good thing I'm starting out this, it took an hour for me to get back home because it's my grandmother's birthday. So happy birthday to my grandmother. And we're rolling down for this episode. And yeah, this is WrestleMania 29 weekend probably. I'm very grateful I got to attend some of the events that weekend. It was probably one of the best experiences I've ever had for my life. I didn't attend that year, but I did attend Access that weekend, and I got to meet a lot of some great wrestlers. One of them was definitely Dolph Ziggler, and I've met AJ Lee, Ted DiBiase Jr., so many more. Long list, but definitely I'm very grateful to be part of the experience, and this was more like rematch of Mania, in my opinion, but was pass it on to Lucas.
Lucas, come on in.
Oh, I did my bit stretch, and I cannot move out of this damn bed because I'm injured right now. Well, not injured, but my leg's cramped and my back's killing me. But yeah, I'm doing it from my bed because
it looks
I can't.
Like you're gonna be a mummy.
Yeah, I am a mummy. Look at me. I look like one right now. But yeah, I'm doing this episode, and let's just get started.
WrestleMania 29 match card, right here on the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast, taking place from the MetLife Stadium. Match card time. Starting off the pre-show, The Miz defeated now NXT commentator Wade Barrett. Pre-show.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
Go ahead. On the match.
Which one?
The pre-show.
Here we want to go.
Oh,
Miz
me.
defeated Wade Barrett.
Oh, me.
Yeah. Going.
Oh. Okay. What I'll say about it is this has existed. I mean,
Okay.
The
Yeah,
Miz.
we're all tired.
The Miz lost it. Didn't The Miz lose the IC title the following
He
night?
lost it the very following night. Yes. He lost it the following night at the Icon Center, which was right across from MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, he lost it he lost it to the Bad News Barrett again. I remember that.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
Barrett hurt his back 2 months later.
Yep, I remember that. And the match, it just existed. So yeah.
It was a match that existed, so it's not that important. So go ahead, Wyatt.
There's nothing important about that match. I was happy that Miz won that match. It was kind of ridiculous that they would wait for the title the following night, and then 2 months later, as I said, they dropped it to back so far. And after Miz won that match, you might have saw like a little bit of drizzling raindrops after the match, but it wasn't long at all. But that was the pre-show match. Another match that should have been on the pre-show is maybe a women's match, because there were no women's matches at WrestleMania 29. There was supposed to be one women's match.
It was all men.
Was supposed to be
no women.
Hold on. Yeah. There's no women's matches, but there was supposed to be a mixed tag team, an 8-man mixed tag team match, which was supposed to be Brodus Clay and Tensai teaming up with Cameron and Cody Rhodes, Damien Sandow, and the Bella Twins, but that match got canceled.
Yeah, I remember that.
That match got canceled.
I remember that canceled, got cut. I remember.
Yeah.
No WrestleMania match gets cut.
No Mania match gets cut, yeah.
Caitlyn never even defended her women's never defended his U.S. title, which he should have defended in a 29-man battle royal, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
They could have had that as a pre-show match.
Right.
Anyways, the pyro goes off in MetLife Stadium, just kicking it off with Sierra Hotel India Echo Lima Delta Shield.
Donna.
Dun-dun,
Bam, bam, bam.
dun-dun.
I'm gonna fist you in the face.
Six-man tag match. The Shield defeated Big Show, Randy Orton, and Sheamus.
Oh,
Go
that
ahead,
was
Wyatt.
the. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. What?
I mean, I mean, the Shield was on a hot winning streak. You know, the first time the Shield actually lost the six-man tag team match was against Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, and Kane on episode of SmackDown. Which it could have been nice to see the Shield finally lose at WrestleMania, but Big Show was still remaining heel, and of course, Big Show was going to be an asshole by turning against Randy Orton and Sheamus during that fight, and you know, the original partner was supposed to be Ryback, but then Mark Henry got rubbed in his face, and then that led to Ryback and Mark Henry, but we're going to get to that match sooner or later. But we're going to focus on this match right now. I really, you know, it was very solid of a match. You know, there could have been more to it, but Big Show, of course, was going to, you know, pull the plug and turn against Randy Orton and Sheamus. But you know, that was actually a good RKO he gave Seth Rollins. Not better than the one at WrestleMania 31. But Randy Orton did give Seth Rollins again. That was the first time Dean Ambrose would wrestle shirtless on the main roster because his vest got ripped off. I kind of remember that.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good start to the show. I enjoyed the match and the storyline in this. And they all had a good build out here.
Really didn't care for it.
And Lucas, go next.
All right, so you know, the Shield was on a hot streak. They debuted Survivor Series with that damn turtlenecks when they attacked Ryback. So yeah, they're on a hot streak. You know, TLC and Royal Rumble and all that type of shit, and they go against their major pay-per-view debut against, you know, 1 3 at the time, like great superstars they had. And the Big Show, come on. It's the Big Show. He turns heel and face every single fucking second. It's the Big Show. Come on. But, yeah. The match is pretty decent for itself. I mean, I think she did a really good job. They had a great entrance. And, yeah. Pretty good match overall.
Mark Henry defeated Ryback. Go ahead, Lucas.
Oh, good. Okay. Anyways, this match was, it was not the strongest of the card. No matter how strong they are, this match is not it. Like, I don't know what to say about it. And you know, Mark Henry did get a pop at WrestleMania, which was pretty cool. And Ryback got booed out of the building. I remember that part. But yeah.
Yeah, because he turned heel the following night.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Anyways, go ahead, Mr. Wyatt.
I did not know Ryback got booed out of the building that night.
Same
But
here.
in my opinion, I thought Ryback should have won that. In my opinion, I thought Ryback should have won that match. But yeah, it all ended by Ryback trying to shell shock Mark Henry, and then Mark Henry laying on fat on the match ended. And then Matt Ryback tried it again by shell shocking him, and then the following night, I believe John Cena had a match with Mark Henry, and the following night, Ryback attacked Mark Henry, got him out of the ring, and then Ryback turned heel because, you know, there was going to be a change for Ryback at WrestleMania. But, you know, I do remember on the build-up, though, when they had, like, a weightlifting contest, and, like, when Ryback was doing the bench press weights, Mark Henry pressured him down and making him choke to death. That's the only thing I remember about this referee, and them just looking at each other weird backstage.
Yep, I remember that. I remember Mark
all
Henry
that.
tried to kill him.
Yeah, this was a decent match, especially the build-up. Like, especially since Mark Henry tried to kill him. Like, that was epic. That was brutal. Team Hell No defeated Big E Langston, Dolph Ziggler. Go ahead, Wyatt.
I actually enjoyed that match. I think they killed it. I actually had the feeling that let's see, that Dolph. I thought Dolph and Big E actually would have won that match, and I believe there was. I think that was. Wait, no. I actually thought there actually would have been a title change there, but surprisingly, Dolph Ziggler cashed in Money in the Bank contract the following night, which I thought it was actually going to happen that night. I had a feeling that was going to happen that night. You know, I'm not a fan of Dolph Ziggler, but yeah. You know, Team Hell No. It's surprising how long they had the belts until they dropped into the Shield and Extreme Rules, which we'll review that. But Big E, that was actually Big E's main roster debut. If anyone didn't know. And of course, you had AJ Lee ringside, but her and Dolph Ziggler had a dating storyline, and that sort of messed. But yeah, I thought the match was good, and I believe the match ended by Daniel Bryan doing a flying goat or something, and then won by pinfall. But I could be wrong. But I like the match. Lucas.
Go ahead, Lucas.
I don't agree with it. The match was pretty good. They killed it. I mean, at first, I think I thought Ziggler was gonna win for a second. I think they did a wait. I'm trying to remember because they they tried to do a spot of WrestleMania 28 where Sheamus broke kicked Dan Bryan, and they tried to do the exact same spot, not exact same spot, but similar to that, trying to get the win early, but it didn't work out. Deja vu. But yeah, decent match. Yeah, Team No, I really think they're a really underrated tag team. Yes, they were a comedy tag team, but I really think they're underrated from what they did. That they're a really good tag team. I ain't gonna lie. And this storyline with Ziggler and AJ, you could have done better than that. You could have done way more.
Dating you at the time.
Yeah. I'm not going to get into that because that would go on and on for that. But I want to say they could have done way better with that web storyline. That was just not it.
So what? I love AJ.
I love AJ too, but I just didn't like the storyline. I just didn't like it.
AJ Lee says, love Harrison. As AJ Lee says, love bites.
Let's light it up.
Yep.
Light it up.
Oh, God.
Anyways, this was a solid match. I enjoyed
the
match. Oh, the next match? Fandango defeated Chris Jericho.
Yes!
Lucas,
Remember
go ahead.
this.
Go ahead, since you're so excited.
This was an upset. I admit, I do not like the result I've heard, but man, I love upsets sometimes, and this is one of the biggest upsets of WrestleMania history. This is just crazy. I thought Jericho was gonna beat his ass in 30 seconds and voila. But no, Fandango ain't hung in there. And he proved that he is a good wrestler. He is a good wrestler. I think that he's still got a bunch of talent. He's still got much more to go. It's kind of is injured prone a little bit. But he's still good. And Jericho is Jericho. He's a legend. He knows.
Jericho is a legend, yeah.
He's basically a legend. He knows the game than anybody else. I really think he's in probably my Mount Rushmore people of GOATs in wrestling. I really think he's going to be up there.
Chris Jericho is for real to go. Indeed, yeah.
He's going.
Fandango, he proved he's talented in this match. And congrats to him for defeating a legend.
Yep.
Anyways, go ahead, Mr. Wyatt.
Definitely one of the biggest upsets in WrestleMania history. I actually thought Jericho was actually going to win that match, but sadly didn't. Fandango's entrance was actually really good that night with him with all his dancers and shit. And, what the thing that sucked about Fandango, 2013 definitely had to be his best year. And that was Fandango's first ever main roster match. And literally the only way Fandango was going to wrestle for the month before he made his debut was if he said his name right. And you know what happened a year later after having a good run? Freaking bury him.
Bury him.
That took 8 years. And that literally took him 8 years to get him out of WWE. But I love Fandango.
Yeah, go ahead, Lucas.
But
I did.
Oh.
Lucas went. Lucas went.
Damn, Jason.
Oh wait, have I went? Wyatt went already. Okay. Okay.
Jason, don't tell me you're on that stuff.
I'm just being dumb on purpose. Alberto Del Rio defeated Swagger.
I thought you said something swag. What is we actually say about?
Alberto Del Rio defeated Jake Hager. And so Wyatt pretty much went already, but this is his thoughts on it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Go ahead, Lucas.
What do I have to say about this? Like, why this match had to happen? This is a pointless match. Like, first of all, why is Del Rio a world champion? Like, seriously? First of all, I don't get that.
Exactly.
Why did he even have the title?
Yeah.
Second off, you should have gone.
That's how he won.
Well, yeah, you can't defeat the Big Show last man standing unless you throw a table on him. Play smarter, not harder. You know that, people. Anyways, yeah, this match was just not it for me. Like, it was just pointless. I think Swagger should have got this match, to be honest, because he was on a good run. But
it was.
Fuck you, motorcycle. Anyways, this is pointless, and I hate this match.
I hated this match too. It was stupid anyway, so this is my reaction. So why? You already won.
Everybody just do this. Everybody just do this now.
Never been on the card.
Anything else you want to say about it?
Okay. Can I go? Can I talk?
You already won, but okay.
I did not go.
This is your take, right? All right, go ahead then.
You are
go.
careful on that stuff tonight. I'm sorry. Okay. That should have never been a match on that card. I thought it was pointless. Swagger never even had a WrestleMania entrance. Literally, when they were doing all Gator next to Swagger and Cole, Swagger never had a WrestleMania entrance that night. Did you all even notice that?
I noticed that, yeah.
And yeah, why was Del Rio why was ever world champ? That match should have never been a WrestleMania. They could have done something like, or if they could have added like a bigger star in that match, but no, they didn't. You know, Swagger could have took the win, and then Dolph would have cashed in that night, but it happened the following night. But all I'm gonna say is really, I think it's just extremely pointless, and I didn't get the reason why they even had that match in the first place. You know, SmackDown.
I haven't got it either.
And the only way Del Rio won, and the only way Del Rio won that match was beating Big Show in a last man standing match. Why couldn't it have Big Show versus Swagger?
Yeah, like this is why. Like, I don't fucking get it.
Orton versus Big Show Mania would have been good for the World Heavyweight title. That would have been perfect. But the way Swagger won, though, was a elimination chamber match to face the Real Mania.
Yep. That don't give me a start on the chamber match. Don't get me started on that.
Yeah.
That
Anyways,
was not one of my favorite things.
the next one, The Undertaker defeated CM Punk.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Now this was a pretty good match. I enjoyed the storylines into this, like for real. The spots and the entrances, they're all pretty good. So yeah,
Okay.
one of my favorite matches of the night. Lucas.
This is no doubt match number 9. This is match number 9, no fucking doubt. Like, I don't care what y'all say about this. But yeah, this match is really good. Undertaker's entrance is really good. It's not better than
And CM
WrestleMania
Punk's
14.
entrance too.
This WrestleMania 14 entrance is better for Undertaker. But that WrestleMania 29 entrance is still damn good.
The hands too.
The hands, everything. It was just
Living color, CM Punk's
yeah.
theme.
Yep, I remember that. And yo, I'm gonna say this. I think CM Punk should have won that one. I really think he should have won, to be honest. Like that, imagine the heat he will get if he won that match. Just imagine. Because CM Punk was still a heel. He was still hot. He was still hot heel doing his own thing. Yeah. I mean, he could have. I do not like the guy sometimes. I mean, I hate his guts sometimes, but I can't deny he's a great wrestler.
He's indeed a great wrestler.
Yeah, and CM Punk really showed in this match. Like I know they had a botch elbow spot. I think they were trying to break the table, but the table didn't break. I don't know if that wasn't the botch or not. But overall, the match is good. The story one was really good. Like they did a Paul Bear in this one. Yo, that right there was wild.
Paul Bear recently died at son.
Yeah, he did. And as a child, I hated this when he did this shit. I hated it.
That's why Kane beat Punk in a match, in a no DQ match, one episode on Raw, which was an upset.
Yep. But yeah, really good match, and yeah. I think that's the best match of the night, no doubt. Move on.
Yeah, go ahead, Wyatt.
Can I go?
Yeah.
Okay, definitely. I wish that match could have been at least like a street fight or something, which would have been nice, or a no holds barred match, in my honest opinion. But you did have Triple H and Lesnar by that type of match. But it was a more normal match, whatever. But you did have Living Color perform live, singing Punk's theme song and Undertaker's things with the hands there. Sami Zayn was actually one of the people who was one of the instigators. If anyone didn't know. But I thought the match was definitely good, which led to Punk fighting Taker was when Cena beat Punk in a long match for the winner to face The Rock at WrestleMania, which was one of the best matches, in my opinion, in Raw history. So that was something to see. But I did, yeah, definitely an enjoyable match. Good, decent storyline. You did have, like, Paul Bear recently passed away, and then you had, like, Paul Heyman, like, dressed up as him on an episode of Raw, and then Punk had the urn and then whacked it on Taker and poured all the ashes on him and stuff, which was actually sand. That wasn't his ashes. So, yeah. And you did have Kane beat Punk on an episode of Raw after Paul's death, and that was enough. And yes, Undertaker did defeat CM Punk, which was 21-0. Then a year later, streak was, and you have Lucas versus SpongeBob, which should have happened at WrestleMania 29.
Yeah. That's Mania
What do
worthy.
you all think about that match? Lucas versus Sponge.
I'll beat it right now.
Yeah. Anyways, Triple H defeated Brock Lesnar. No holds barred match.
I remember this.
Go ahead, Lucas.
This is Triple H's comeback match when Brock Lesnar broke his arm not once, but twice. But this match, I'll be honest, I think the SummerSlam match was a bit better in my opinion. I don't know what it was, but I think it's a bit better. But WrestleMania 29 match was not bad itself. I mean, there were good spots and everything like that. It was decent overall. But the next time you had a match in the steel cage, it was just pointless, you know. But this match overall, the street fight, whatever, it was pretty good for what it was.
Yep, Wyatt, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. I thought it was definitely a decent match by thinking you did have Shawn Michaels appear that night by giving Paul Heyman a sweet chin. You had a pedigree right onto the steel steps, if I'm right or wrong. And
Yep.
not Jericho. Triple H gave Brock Lesnar a DX chop, I remember, during that match, and long-term rivalry for sure. And I do remember on the build-up to that match, I remember Triple H and Brock Lesnar beating the shit out of each other, and then Brock Lesnar had blood going off the side of his face, and yeah. And definitely, I thought that match was alright, but Triple H was going to be the guy to win because Brock got a taste of his own medicine. So, not much to say there, but maybe we'll go on to the main event.
Oh God, I know. Oh man.
Bring it.
Okay. Well, this is another match of the night. I enjoyed the storylines, the awesome spots in this match. So yeah, it was a good match. So, anyways, the main event. John Cena defeated The Rock.
Oh God. Okay.
No, you're going last. Wyatt, go ahead.
No,
Get up, boy.
Go.
Okay, well, this was a decent way to close off the show. I enjoyed the match between these two, actually. So, great storylines, great build-up. And I'm gonna give my rating on this before you guys go. So I'll give this like 9 out of 10. So go ahead, Lucas.
Okay. I got a lot of things to say about this match. Okay. First of all, last year, WrestleMania 20, you called it once in a lifetime. Why in the fuck would you have this match again with a so-called once in a lifetime? It doesn't make no sense. It's like telling a serial killer. It's basically telling a serial killer not to kill. It's going to happen anyways. That's basically what it is. And I'm going to say the WrestleMania 28 match was a bit better. And The Rock got injured at the WrestleMania 29 match. And that was his last, full match. And I don't know, again, I knew John Cena's going to win because he won the Rumble and he's going to face The Rock. And everybody knew that was going to happen. But the promos to this was good. I mean, the storyline was good and everything like that, but at the same time, you called it once in a lifetime. Why would you make a second match out of it, and why would it make it worse? You could have done my Cena.
Because they wanted to do it for the WWE Championship.
I guess so, but you should have done Cena versus Punk or something else that has made something like that.
I think. Hold on, Lucas. The original plan, what I think it was supposed to be Punk versus Cena versus Rock. I think that was the original plan.
That should have been it, but whatever.
That would have been the original plan.
That would have been a good match too. And but
that
yeah,
was
this
pretty good
match.
And that Punk would have lost the title.
That he should have lost at Mania, not lost at the Rumble. But we're not gonna get into that.
Yeah,
that was
Punk should have lost the world title at Mania to Cena.
that was bullshit. That Lady lost in the Rock, but we're not gonna get into that. But yeah, I, it's an okay match to end off the show. I mean, I guess, but WrestleMania 28 match is a bit better in my opinion, and I think that if you're gonna call it once in a lifetime, just make it once in a lifetime. Don't make 2 matches out of it. Keep true to your word, people. Do not make most of the matches and be called once in a lifetime. So yeah, oh god, moving on.
Well, anyways, Wyatt, go ahead.
Okay, definitely kind of weird because we all The Rock was going to be CM Punk at the Royal Rumble because WWE wanted to have John Cena fight The Rock. John Cena to fight The Rock for the WWE Championship. And I believe they were actually going to plan on doing it again at WrestleMania 30. Thankfully, they did not. And yes, the original plan, I think, was supposed to be Punk versus Rock versus Cena at Mania 29. And, John Cena won the Royal Rumble that year, fought The Rock for the WWE Championship. And yes, if they were going to do John Cena fight The Rock again, they were going to do it for the WWE Championship. And, WrestleMania 27 was the build-up to the next Mania. And I believe 28 was the build-up to the next Mania. Because, it had Cena and Rock footage. And, again, if you're going to have it once in a lifetime, make it once in a lifetime. But no, it was twice in a lifetime. And no matter, WrestleMania 29 will always be called Reaction Mania.
Yes.
The 3 big matches were all rematches.
Yep.
And we all figured that Cena would win that match because, it feel like it didn't seem fair if The Rock beat him the year before.
Yeah.
Or Cena beat him the year before.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it was figured that Cena was actually going to win that match. And, I did it. I thought it was a good match. It gave me a lot of Mania vibes, but that's pretty much it.
Yep.
All right.
What are we gonna rate it?
So, I already shared my rating and my thoughts. So, well, I already shared my rating and my thoughts on the match. So, go ahead, Wyatt.
What was your
Share
rating?
your rating. A 9 out of 10. I already shared it.
What was your rating? Okay.
9 out of 10. A 5?
5.
I'll give it a 7.
6.
I'll give it a 7.
6.
All right. So, outro's time. Thank you all for watching this episode of our review for Mania 29. We hope you all enjoyed. So subscribe to the Moshcast and Crash and Burn. Our next episodes for Crash and Burn. We are approaching SummerSlam weekend, so our upcoming episodes: predictions for NXT TakeOver 36, predictions for SummerSlam. Stay tuned, everybody. It's going to be some great ones. And for the Moshcast, we're doing Attila Chaos.
I can't wait for that. I can't wait to lose my mind.
So, thanks for watching. And Lucas, go ahead.
Yeah, no, thank you for having me for this episode where I am in total pain right now because I need to take care of. So, yeah. Make sure you're going to check out Father Evolve, which we're going to upload here soon. That me and Jason did. I lost my mind. I think that's why I hurt myself. And, yeah. Do the usual. Follow my social. Follow social. Subscribe. All that shit. Just do that. And I'm gonna go rest because I'm fucking sore. I feel like fucking Bobby Lashley hit me with a spear. And yeah. I'm out.
Wyatt.
Thank you all for a great episode of Crash and Burn podcast. We just reviewed WrestleMania 29. SummerSlam weekend next weekend, so hope you're all hyped. And, you can watch or follow everyone on their socials, support independent wrestling, and also you can watch this pay-per-view exclusively on Peacock. And let's watch Lucas to see what he does.
Alright, everybody, thanks for watching. We will see you all for NXT TakeOver 36 predictions, which is our next episode, actually. So, take care.
Bye!
Crash and burn!